Do you live in Burnaby, close to the Metro Town Sky train station or Metro Tower? Let's see how much apartments are going for in Burnaby. So right here we have one bedroom and half bath for 1,500. Three bedroom, three bath going for 6,200. Interesting. One bed, one bath going for $4,300. Let's take a look at this one. It's very much close to the SkyTrain. So this is what it looks like. So it's going for $3,300. Nice location. I love the kitchen. Awesome. Okay, balcony is awesome and very much spacious, not bad. Let's check how much it will cost to buy this same apartment, this same location. Remember, the rent is 3,200. So we prepared this G sheet to kind of explain or show the comparison between buying and renting. We just showed an apartment going for 3,300 Canadian dollars. Let's assume the rent increase for the next 15 years is going to be 2%. Hoping, this is just a template to guide you and show you what to do. And the rate of return, assuming you have the money to buy the home, but you don't want to buy, is 3%. And the rent insurance usually is 1%. So going through the case of the renting, you have renting here for about 13 years. I hope nobody rents for 30 years actually. So the cost of renting, as you can see, increases over time. The first 5 year you're paying about 40,000 to rent. Next 5 years you're paying 43, all the way to close to 70,000. Then the difference between renting this apartment for 3,200 and buying is going to be your mortgage, which is 5,576 minus this, which is about 2,000. So this is how much you'll be saving if you assume to rent rather than buying. But over time, your savings decreases because your rent is actually increasing over time. Then let's go over to the aspect. Okay, the investment side, I think I missed this out. For the investment side, if you have the capital to buy the unit, which is like $75,112, but you decide not to buy because let's say you have a temporary residence in Canada, which means you have a work permit or study permit, or maybe because of one or two reasons you don't want to buy, and you've decided to put this money in investment portfolio. So I use a smart calculator. You can actually follow this link for more details. And the smart calculator kind of like gave me a way to calculate how much it's going to give me. So for the first one here, this is how much you're going to make if you invest this money plus the surplus from saving and buying. You're going to make this, hopefully. Now, moving over to the aspect of owning a home. This is the interesting part. So this unit costs about 830,000, and imagine you drop the minimum down payment of 5%, sorry, 7%, which is 5% on the first 500,000 and 10% on the balance. And amortization is 25 years. Okay, property tax 14 grand. These are just basic things. The closing costs, these are just the basic ones, but they could be more than that. The total cash you need to drop upfront for a property like this is a little bit more than 75,000. Let's say the mortgage rate is 7%. Maintenance cost 0.4%. It's necessary, but it's not compulsory because this is how much you put aside to repay one or two damages. For example, your dryers might break down, you just have to fix it. Property tax, this is 0.2%. It's not a fixed percentage, but I took this off from a property I saw online. Insurance 0.14%. You might be wondering, do I need insurance for a property? Yes, you do. House appreciation, I'm keeping it 2%. So your mortgage is going to be this amount, maintenance about $3,300 a month, property tax less than 2,500, insurance a year about this. So this is how much you spend annually to maintain a property in a year. That includes additional mortgage, maintenance fee, property tax, insurance, and after buying the property, your open mortgage balance is going to be this amount, and your equity keeps building up over time. And if you can see in 25 years, the property is paid off. This is how much you have in equity. Comparing 25 years, you're going to have an equity of about this amount of money. But if you keep renting, your saving from renting decreases over time. Now, moving to the last slide of comparing renting versus buying. The cost of renting on the first year is about 40 grand a year compared to the cost of a mortgage, which is about 756 grand. Over time, you can notice that your mortgage balance decreases till you have $0 in your mortgage, but the cost of renting increases over time. Who knows? It can get to about 100,000 over time. You don't know. And on the side for equity, your equity keeps increasing over time. I don't know, but what do you think? Would you rather rent or would you rather buy?